Well, what we can say is we are in possession, and we have published many of the documents that criticize their rivals and tried to undermine their critics. So I think those speak for themselves. And in the same statement in which Definer said they did not do opposition research, they said instead they did research on critics of Facebook. So you take of that what you will.
That sounds like a distinction without much of a difference, doesn't it? I would have to say. Let me back away to 10,000 feet from the discussion about regulation of this company or culpability. It's a strong word, but I use it nonetheless. What ultimately is your takeaway as you sit at 10,000 feet and look at this company and social media more broadly about the meaning, the ultimate meaning of what you found and what that ultimate meaning is for something called the truth?
Sure. So I think over the past several years, many of us in the media and many of us in the general public in Washington have realized that social media has caused many problems. There are many issues with it. And the reality is, through our reporting and other news organizations reporting, it's been clear that Facebook was very slow to act. And in fact, we realized in some cases tried to delay and downplay the problems that its services were creating. And so I think there now is a reckoning over what actually happened, what did Facebook know and when, and how did they handle it. And we're going to now hopefully get to the truth about that. And hopefully Facebook also will start doing more and be able to solve some of these problems, which are really deeply rooted in the intrinsic nature of the platform itself. So hopefully some of this gets solved.
You know, if there was an electric company that found out that there were foreign actors trying to hack into the electrical grid, and they sat on the information or didn't disclose it to the proper authorities, there would be real questions about, as Tyler put it, culpability. Are you hearing those kind of questions pop up around Facebook? How much are they responsible for, and whether there could be serious consequences?
I think lawmakers are thinking very hard about this, and I think the more reporting that comes out around this, the tougher the language gets in Washington. And so we'll see if Washington steps up and tries to do something about this. I mean, the other people that would hold a company accountable, of course, are shareholders. We heard from some in the hours after we published our report. But one issue here is that Mark Zuckerberg owns 60% basically of the voting shares. He's the chairman of the board. He's the CEO. This is a guy who hasn't really been held that accountable because of the enormous power he still holds over Facebook, which is a site that has more than 2 billion users. It is a level of power that's somewhat unprecedented in modern history.